in the morning, heart of South Philly. Let's go see what the people have got to say.
I'm ready to roll, baby.
Now listen here, Dutch. Mets and the Cowboys, they suck.
1, 2, 3, go Birds! Go Birds! What we got? 302BIRDS, Gino Stakes. Go Birds!
Oh my gosh, Chad.
Your favorite Chicagoan. Go Phils.
As always, God bless. Go Birds.
Get your water ice and soft pretzels ready because you are now tuned into a 302BIRDS podcast experience. Proudly presented by TickPick, Nick's Pizza, El Diablo Burritos, and Klondike Kate's on the heart of Main Street. Let's take it to the show.
Oh, baby, it is NBA draft night. I know that there's one man in particular that's the most excited. KJ McCoy, how you feeling?
Feeling good. This was I've actually been to the draft twice in 2013 and 14. So got both these things. It was like a VIP pass and everything like that, credentials and everything like that. So yeah, I'm excited because this is actually a good draft. This is actually a great draft class. And right now the Mavericks are on the clock. Their pick is in. It's obvious who it's going to be. It is Cooper Flag. They're waving the Cooper of the flag from Maine. So that's what they're doing right now. Well, actually from Duke, but he's originally from Maine.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of fun watching this whole draft process. Tonight, we got an awesome show for you guys. We got Jack and Zeppelin here. We got KJ McCoy in the house ready to break down everything NBA. And we got a call-in who joined up, somebody that you guys know. So without further ado, why don't we just get right into the call? Because we got a lot on tap. We got Sixers, we got Flyers, we got Eagles, and Phillies. We got a little bit of everything for you tonight.
What do I want when I'm in the state of Delaware? Of course, El Diablo Burritos. Customer service always is serving your food with a smile on their face, asking how your day is, but their food is phenomenal as well. Their burritos are out of this world, one of the best burritos in town. Their queso is phenomenal. Their burrito bowls are amazing as well. When you're in and around Delaware, stop by your local El Diablo Burritos and tell them that 302BIRDS sent you. God bless, go Birds.
Well, like it said, if you're in Delaware, stop by your local El Diablo Burritos to have the best burrito bowl in the world. Chipotle sucks compared to El Diablo. We love it.
But yeah, so actually calling in this week, we're doing something a little bit different. We were supposed to have a call in, so I actually got a pre-recording for you, Jack. He's got a little bit of a love note, so get ready.
Sixers Nation, 302BIRDS, it's your boy at Dennis302Sixers with the third overall pick, your Philadelphia 76ers select Ace Bailey or hip hop. To everybody that's there on the show tonight, who do you guys think we're going to draw at the number 3 slot? Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Ash, congratulations again. Jack, I still don't love you. Merry Christmas. Love y'all. See y'all. Go Birds. Go Sixers.
Love you too, Dennis. It really means a lot to me. I don't know who we're going to take because I know on the 302BIRDS or the 302Sixers show we had the other night, KJ and Dennis were saying that Ace Bailey, but then Ace Bailey also is not wanting to talk to the Sixers or talk to any team. So I really thought that's who we're going to draft. I have no idea who we're going to draft, though. I really don't care because no matter what, if we still have Joel Embiid on this team, we're screwed. So if we draft a great player, I'm sorry. You're not going to – we need Embiid out of here to do well. So,
I mean, like, Jason Tatum's going to be out, so the Celtics aren't going to be that good. Halliburton's hurt. The Sixers could do something. I don't know who they're going to draft. I kind of – totally, this NBA draft always sneaks up on me. Every year. I never know when it happens. But take Ace Bailey. Whatever. Who cares? She's the draft. We're probably going to trade him in like 2 years for nothing anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, I think. Oh wait, were you about to speak, Dalton?
No, you're good. I'm thinking about what Zepp's saying. You're good.
Okay, cool. But yeah, I actually on the pre-draft show, I actually stated that I did not want Ace Bailey anymore. Originally, I wanted Ace Bailey, but with all the drama and everything like that, with his agent telling him the wrong, false information and feeding this false narrative into his head, kind of giving him this ego and everything like that. We've already went through that rabbit hole of egos, players with egos, Ben Simmons, Markelle Fultz, not really an ego with Markelle Fultz, but some kind of disease that happened with him, either like a motorcycle accident, something happened where his shoulder happened or he had that shoulder disease or something like that. But we are not going down a rabbit hole once again where we have to stress about one of our rookies. I mean, I'm not just going down there again. It's annoying. It's the same exact thing every single draft. It seems like we have, it seems so great. We get a great prospect and then something happens. Either an injury happens or there's an off the court kind of problem. But with Ace Bailey, I'm already seeing those red flags. I want VJ Edgecombe. Give me him. I want him from Baylor. He's explosive, great scorer, great playmaker. I think he's very similar and a better version of Victor Oladipo. So I want VJ Edgecombe. And the first pick that actually happened was obviously Cooper Flagg. So we are going to find out soon who that draft pick will be in just a couple minutes. So I'm on the edge of my seat, boys.
Get ready. Thank you guys for keeping it concise. I'll say this. I agree with KJ. I do think it's going to be VJ. I love the Oladipo comparison. I heard Paul George compared him to Jimmy Butler. That may be a little bit excessive. We'll see. But yes, like Max said, in a few seconds here, we will be getting ready for the NBA draft. If I had to pick anybody at the moment, I would probably say VJ. But at the same time with Ace Bailey's 18 years old. When you're 18 years old, you necessarily don't know what is best for you. And his agent could be guiding him in a wrong way. There could be things that are different there. And the last thing I'll say before we get into ballpark Tommy, because we got to keep the show moving, is Daryl Morey doesn't want people to know what he thinks. And we can get more into this later in the show because 40%, 50% of the show later to all of our Sixers fans we're going to be talking about. But let's go ahead and get into the ballpark without the man, the myth, the legend. Brought to you by Nick's Pizza. If you guys haven't, go check them out in Wilmington, Delaware, the best place to get a slice locally or a whole pie if you're like me. Or if you're like KJ McCoy, when you get a pie with your buddy, you eat the whole dang thing because it's so good. If that ain't bad, I don't know what is. Time for Phillies talk with Ballpark Tommy. Finger stitch. But yes, so we are in the ballpark with Ballpark Tommy. And KJ, I'll let you take it first because I can't just bring up Nick's Pizza and not give you your slice per se. But man, I'll let you take this first. Where the hell is Bharp? I was singing about it last night.
Well, it seems like he's really just trying to figure out himself right now. He's batting right now. He's fielding right now. So he's ready to go. It's just a matter of him when he is in the right state of mind. And I think right now he's really trying to figure out what the heck is wrong with his wrist. And he's trying to really kind of go through the motions. So I think with Bryce Harper, it's really unknown with him, but it seems like everything is ready to go. He seems like he's ready to go, but it's really just on him. From his standpoint, from what I've seen, it seems like he just needs to, he comes back when he comes back. I mean, it could be in 3 days. It could be in a week. It could be in 2 weeks. I mean, heck, it could even be in a month, but we don't want it to be in a month. But obviously, it just seems like he is okay with kind of just laying back, letting the team kind of go on their own and everything like that. And it just seems like, I mean, obviously the loss happened yesterday, but it's just one loss. As I said before in the Phillies postgame, the sky is not falling. I feel like a bunch of Phillies fans, after a certain amount of losses, we start to go crazy. Like we think like the sky's falling. We think like we're all going to die. No, it's not like that. Let's stop freaking out. It's all good. So Bryce will be back, and he'll be back better than ever. But I think it'll be soon.
Yeah. What do you think, Jack? Josh?
Yeah, I mean, it would be good to get Harper back out there in the lineup. we don't know how hurt he is. I mean, he's showing that he can practice and he's swinging a bat. But maybe it's a thing like, we have a good thing going right now with the guys we have in the lineup right now. So maybe he doesn't want to step on anyone's toes and kind of ruin that vibe. So, I mean, that Mets series we had, we seemed fine without Bryce Harper. So it's a matter of, okay, are you actually healthy or are you too afraid that you're going to get hurt like even more? Because, I mean, I feel like his wrist or hand or whatever it wasn't fully healed from last year. So it's a matter of what is in his best favor so we can have him in the long run, in the playoff run.
Yeah, for sure. Last year, the Phillies played really good. All-Star break happened. They kind of fell apart. I mean, they still got the bod, but you could tell like they were not just vibing correctly. So he's probably just going to wait till after the All-Star break. I mean, the Phils are back. Red October's back on. I had an outer body experience watching Castellanos and Roboto score back-to-back Friday night. That was sick, right?
Yeah, it was awesome.
It looked like me and you outside.
Josh, I have 5 yards. You're an athlete. You're an athlete.
Everybody congratulate Jack on his haircut if you couldn't tell.
Did you get a haircut today too?
Yes.
Allegedly he did. Anyway.
Did you guys both get lollipops and everything like that?
We didn't coordinate, but we should have. Yeah. But anyways.
And I got one too, like a couple weeks, like about a week ago too.
Everybody on the show looks like they're 5 years old, besides KJ's mustache.
Red
October's back on. Bryce Harper's just playing it safe. The Phillies are playing good. He's going to come back after All-Star break, make sure he's good. It's the same thing that happened to Jalen Hurts in the playoffs. Everybody's like, oh my God, he's playing concussion protocol. He comes in, we beat the Packers, we beat the Rams, we beat the Commanders, we win the Super Bowl. Go Birds, go Phils, Red October back on.
I mean, I'm just going to say this. You guys pretty much hit the nail on the head with everything. With Bryce Harper, this team really lacks a lot of identity without him. I mean, it's evident. It's clear to everybody here. I mean, we've all watched, but they got to figure something out. When I do think he'll come back is probably the Padres series. Shout out to Fratty for that prediction last night, but it just makes sense for him to come back. I don't think he'll come back this series. I don't think he'll come back the Braves series. I think it'll probably be the Padres at home. That would be a good time to bring him back. I think that'll be a good time to get his confidence back. There's no sign that he's going to go play in the minor leagues or anything like that. So we'll see. But I do think for Bryce Harper, you got to figure out a way to bring this guy back in the lineup. But let's go ahead and preview that series with the Braves. Now, speaking of the Phillies, obviously, I don't think we'll be starting Bryce Harper, but there's a real rivalry there. There's a real hatred for the Braves. How do you think that the series will go in Atlanta, KJ?
Yeah, I think with Atlanta right now, they just came off a great series win against the Mets. I mean, the struggling Mets right now, they are not looking good. Frank the Tank is having near heart attacks and everything like that. I've been seeing it everywhere. Prayers out to the guy. I mean, this team causes the guy so much depression. I feel horrible for the dude. I mean, he's biting everything. He's biting all of his chains and everything, biting all of his necklaces. I feel bad to be any one of his necklaces. I mean, those things get chewed out like a dog, like Dalton's house with his dog Lola. Yes, that's what happens. But yeah, I think with the Phils, obviously, it's a big series against the Braves. If they can really just, I mean, the problem is right now Thompson. It just seems like obviously yesterday was a whole mismanaged game. I mean, they really could have done some different moves in that game. They definitely could have managed way better than they actually did. They could have took Rojas out. They didn't do that. They could have also, I don't know why, but they had Ian Kennedy in the game. So it was just a lot was going wrong and they couldn't hit at all. So if they can really get back to it and get back in their hitting ways like they have recently, they'll be okay. But it's not like the sky's falling, and I do believe that they will have a pretty good series against Atlanta. But you are going down there, so you don't have home field advantage.
Get ready. And do we have a trade that's happening or brewing? Where are we at with the NBA draft?
So right now, what we have is, so the first pick was Cooper Flagg. So far projected, we've had Cooper Flagg, obvious choice. He went to the Mavs. And then Dylan Harper went to the Spurs. That was an obvious choice as well. Now we're just waiting for just happened. Pick is in. The pick is in for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Well, why don't we just go ahead and switch it up?
Yes.
We'll go ahead and do the Sixers right now, and we'll bring Frosty on here right now too. But let me go ahead and give you your due.
You are now listening to KJ Sports Sixers Talk presented by the Sleeper app.
Yes, we got Frosty in the house, and he's going to be
everybody?
reacting to this as well. So what's going on, Frosty? How you doing?
I'm excited right now. I'm ready to see this pick.
Let's go, man. Let's go. They keep on panning the cameras to two prospects right now in VJ Edgecombe and Ace Bailey. Personally, I mean, who do you want?
I think with all the Ace Bailey drama, it's just push that aside. We don't need any of the drama. We just want a guy who's going to be here to play basketball, a guy that wants to be here. I saw that VJ worked out with us. He was a little nervous, but I think nerves is good. That means he cares. And that's the kind of player I want on my basketball team. We already got some drama. I'm not I don't love Paul George, all that type of stuff. I just want a guy here to win games, play basketball. I hope it's VJ.
Exactly. I agree. I was on the Ace Bailey train at first. But then when all the drama happened, I was like, with our situation we had with Simmons, we've already seen that whole situation happen before. I'm not trying to go through that again. None of us are trying to go through that again. The whole drama rabbit hole that we've gone through. Oh, here we go. All right, here it is.
Don't let me down.
Yes, let's go. Yes.
VJ?
Yes.
VJ?
VJ Edgecombe is a 76er. Let's go.
Wow.
Yes, let's go. Let's freaking go. Great freaking pick. I am so pumped right now. Let's go. Oh my gosh. I am so
Is
happy.
this the new face
Thank
of the franchise,
God.
KJ McCoy?
This is awesome. This is one of the happiest picks I've ever witnessed because usually it's it's always a jump ball with the Sixers. Usually we screw up a draft pick. I don't think this is a screw up at all. This is the right pick. This is the right player, and this is the right attitude this guy has. So, I mean, I am pumped to bring him to the Sixers. This is awesome. He is going to gel with this team really great. I'm excited. Cannot wait. Let's go. Welcome to Philly, VJ.
Frosty, how are you feeling about it?
I'll be 100% clear. I don't know basketball super well, but I have one buddy of mine who's super, super into it, and this was the guy that he said that they wanted to go out and get. He says he's a great defensive player. He's an athletic freak. And I'm hoping he's going to gel right away. And I just think the no drama aspect of it, I'm stoked. This is the guy that I was hoping to get. So as long as everybody's happy, KJ seems happy, I'm happy.
Dude, you got the right attitude. That's how I feel. I mean, if all my friends that are Sixers fans are happy, which the initial reaction has been great, I'm happy. Like I said earlier, I mean, Paul George, comparing him to Jimmy Butler's a little bit wild, in my opinion. I think maybe Oladipo, like KJ mentioned earlier, might be a more realistic, but he's a very, very good quality role player. I mean, he can play defense, he can play offense. I think it's the safe pick for the Sixers too, right? Emphasis on safe. Like, they don't do safe a lot, and that's kind of why this franchise has got to where they are. This is a very good move, and I think that no matter what, this pick pans out in a good way for the Sixers. Now, the ceiling might be a little bit different, but are you really going to draft a guy who doesn't want to come to Philly? Let me ask you guys this, though, and we can get to Jack and Josh after this, too, because I want to get their reaction, but I'll ask them this, too. Are you guys surprised by Morey? Like, did you guys think that Morey was going to hold his cards and try to hide of who he wanted to draft?
I mean, with Morey, you never know. I mean, obviously he is a good GM. If you think about it, yes, there's been a couple of years where we've been frustrated as Sixers fans. But if you think about it, though, he has only missed the playoffs like twice in his career as a GM. So if you go from that standpoint, yeah, he's a pretty good GM. But for the most part, though, he has drafted pretty good draft picks. If you think about it, Tyrese Maxey is a great one. Jared McCain's a great one. Those were all drafted by Daryl Morey. So as much crap as we give Daryl Morey, he has done some things positive. And right now, I think this is another positive move by him. It's going to be interesting, though, to see what they do because, I mean, VJ is a guard, which now we have right now. I mean, we're going to see what happens with this in the offseason. We have Quentin Grimes. We have Tyrese Maxey. We have Jared McCain. And now we have VJ Edgecombe. So we're going to see what they really want to do with that. I mean, how they want to rotate the players. If somebody has to go, there are some possibilities I've heard of maybe trading Jared McCain. I don't want to trade Jared McCain. I think he's a great young player, and I think it would be a bad decision. But I think VJ Edgecombe, getting a guy like this was awesome, and it honestly it's not going to be a distraction, though. If you got Ace Bailey, that would be a distraction. So I thought they were honestly going to do an impulsive move and get Ace Bailey no matter what, even though I thought they were going to pull off a Charles Barkley, which, if you guys don't know, Charles Barkley actually never wanted to be a Philadelphia 76er. He actually wanted to play for the Lakers. He actually failed his weight test with the Sixers on purpose, so he wouldn't get drafted by the Sixers, and then got drafted by them. So I'm glad that wasn't what was in the deal for Ace Bailey. So I'm glad history didn't repeat itself with that. But, I mean, obviously, Charles Barkley, Hall of Fame player, one of the best Sixers of all time. So it's a little different, though.
I'll chime in real quick. I think that not to discredit Daryl Morey and his drafting abilities. I think part of this process too was I think Ace Bailey made it really easy for him. When he came out with all this drama, it made it so much easier to just find the guy that wanted to play basketball, find the guy that just wanted to be and go and improve his game and help a team win. So once all that drama stuff came out, see ya. We got the easy pick. We got the guy we want, and I think we're a lot happier.
Very well said, Jack. Josh, how are you guys feeling?
Honestly, I don't really care. I'm on the side
like
of
a real
park.
Sixers fan.
No, I'm on the side of the park where I have been dagger to my heart for the past 5-8 years, and I just have no confidence in this team. We can draft the greatest player of all time, but this team, to me right now, they have every piece they need to be a good team. They just can't get it done. And I'm not just at the point right now where, like, okay, if they're making it to the playoffs, that's cool, but I don't really trust them. So that's kind of where my reaction is like so dull, because I really don't care, because this team still isn't that great. So we'll see what happens.
My reaction is I feel old as shit because Edgecombe was born in 2005.
Good God.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's going to keep me up at night for the next few weeks.
Okay.
That one's that's very young, and we are old. So that sucks.
Only 5 years older.
5 years older. And he just got drafted.
Whatever.
We could have been in the league for 5 years.
Whatever.
What are we doing? We're paying bills. We have 401ks. It sucks. Like, it's horrible.
Yeah, damn. Why couldn't we have the talents that these guys have?
Don't let Jack fool you. Jack is a Seattle Sonics fan. Like, he's literally like his. If you say what is his favorite basketball team, he's a Seattle Sonics fan.
Go Thunder,
he's
baby.
not. He's never been a real Sixers fan.
Well, real Sonics fans don't say "Go Thunder." Just know that. They don't.
There's a reason of the 35 for young Jackson.
They don't say that. And Luke is cracking can vouch for me on that. Real Sonics fans do not say "Go Thunder."
No, he will be rooting for Kevin Durant with the Rockets this year.
Probably.
I guarantee it.
So overall, Ace Bailey. Yeah, let's go back to him. I mean, do you guys think that this is a miss at all for the Philadelphia 76ers? Do you guys think that, I think we're all in consensus and agreement of, if you don't want to play here, we don't want you here, correct? Like, there's no way that this could have worked out. He's young, he's naive, he's 18 years old. I mean, does anybody have any thoughts on it?
I mean, if you're really going to be that confident that you're better than every other prospect out there, and that you're too good for the Sixers, or you're too good for some team, pardon my French, but fuck you. That's all I got to say.
Ace Bailey was born in 2006, so that would have made me feel worse.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I think with Ace Bailey, obviously he has a lot of talent. Don't get me wrong, but I think with what transpired and what we saw, the immaturity and just the whole thing with his agent and everything like that, it's a bad. Yeah, glad they didn't draft that.
Can you pull back up that comment, Jaden?
Yeah, that's true, though. He's not wrong. And that's exactly what I was thinking. And everyone's favorite player, everyone's favorite last name, Con Knipple, just got drafted. And yes, that's his real name, Con Knipple. It's spelled differently, though. He got drafted by the Hornets just now. So, yeah.
Everybody's just piling it on Ace Bailey right now in the chat. I mean, we brought up the name, and I mean, you don't think that there's any way this could have worked out, Mac? No?
I don't think so, because I just think he would have definitely just pouted. I think he would have done what Ben Simmons did when the whole Doc Rivers scenario happened. I think he would have pouted. He would have wanted to trade out. It would have been something like when Andrew Wiggins was with the Cavaliers. He got drafted by them, and then he got traded away. I believe that was in the Anthony Bennett trade somehow or something like that. But yeah, he got traded to the T-Wolves right then. So yeah, you don't want to take a chance on it. We've already went through a lot of drama, and I think out of all of the teams I've seen, we probably have. Honestly, you can call us a literal episode, and honestly, we pretty much are the reality of Total Drama Island. If you think about it, that Cartoon Network show, we are the reality of it, but basketball wise. So get that theme song in your head. That's what I realized when I see all the history of the Sixers, like recently in the past 10 years, I think of the Total Drama Island song. That's what I think. But yeah, it would not work out with Ace Bailey. No, I don't think so. So good decision by Morey.
Frosty, any thoughts from you?
I've got one thing when I think about all this, and it's a phrase that I think we're all very familiar with. And we usually apply it mostly to the Birds, but I think it goes for the situation. No one likes us. We don't care. We don't need him. If he doesn't like us, get out of here. We're used to it. And so now we got a guy that wants to be here. Plain and simple, it's easy. We're used to this. No, weight off our back, nothing even. It's not the right guy. We don't need that drama. So he can go get with whatever terrible team he's going to get drafted to. Go have fun in Washington or New Orleans. You have your fun, dude. You're going to get like 10 wins next year.
And yes, Luke, Jack did just say, go Thunder, my man.
He said it with the Sonics as well, Luke. So I reprimanded him. Don't worry, Luke. I reprimanded him.
Yeah, you could do a live replay. I think he even did like a little hand signal or something. I think he's showing for the rest of his life he's a Thunder fan. But we can get more into these picks a little bit later into the show if you guys want. But I want to talk about something that we actually brought Frosty onto the show to talk about, which is actually something that we're going to have to go back and find young Zeppelin for. Shout out to TickPick. If you guys need tickets to any Phillies games, go through TickPick. Buy your tickets with no fees.
He shoots, he scores! Time for slap shots with Zep. Flyers talk from 302 Birds.
God, that's a really good hockey announcing voice. I really just wonder who that is.
Slap shots with Zep on 302 Birds. Take it away, Zep.
Yeah, we'll let you crack into it first, Zep. Go ahead, say his name. You say it, not me.
I don't know. I am not. I'm an American guy. I'm not.
We'll kick it to Frosty then, because he's definitely the most seasoned.
Yeah, I can't even I can't roll my R's.
Canadian in there, eh?
So the funny, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if we're talking about the hockey being Canadian or the guy we traded for. But Trevor Zegras, funny enough, is an American player.
Never mind that.
He's not even. I think Ryan Poehling, the guy that we sent away, is the only guy that's Canadian there. But for those that aren't aware, the Flyers made a huge trade earlier this week, acquiring Trevor Zegras from the Anaheim Ducks, and all we gave away was Ryan Poehling, a second-round pick this year, and I believe a fourth-round pick next year. Trevor Zegras, for those that aren't aware, he's a young player. He's about a year older than me, so he's 24 years old. One of the most highly skilled players in the league. He has no shortage of highlights. Now, the big gripe on him is he is a little bit soft, and he's been injured. He's been very, very injured, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. He didn't get along with the Anaheim management. They didn't like the way they coach. And you kind of saw last year with the Flyers when you dealt with John Tortorella coaching Matvei Michkov. They didn't always mesh. Now, I know Michkov actually did like Tortorella, that I'm told, but Trevor Zegras is a guy that I think needs a brand new scenery. But that's honestly not even what makes this trade great. What makes this trade great is what they gave up, the value behind it. It is the most low-risk, high-reward trade that I've seen the Flyers make in probably 7 to 8 years. It's the exact trade a rebuilding team should be making. Because, honestly, if Trevor Zegras is like a shell of his former self, he's probably still better than Ryan Poehling. and whatever, draft picks that we're going to get. Plus, I personally think he's going to thrive. I think he's going to thrive. He's going to be a 60 to 70 point player, if not better. I love this trade so much. I think the great value's there, but you're definitely going to see mixed reviews. There's a lot of people that are high on Zegras and a lot of people that dislike him because of his off-ice antics. Just depends on who you ask, but I'm trying to be as in middle of the road. At the end of the day, low risk, high reward. If it doesn't work out, we gave up like nothing.
Agreed.
Yeah, from what I'm hearing, it's a huge trade. I was going to ask you this, Frosty. Do you think that with the new addition of I'm blanking on the name right now, the coach we just got, I'm blanking the name.
Rick Tocchet.
Yeah, Tocchet. Yes, Tocchet. I should have known his name, but it kind of like blurred my mind for a little bit. But yeah, Rick Tocchet. Do you think he can actually bring out the best in Zegras?
The thing with Tocchet that I find very interesting is some people, at least in my opinion, I relate him similarly to Torts, but I think he's a better version of Torts in the sense that Torts is, we know, very, very old school, not afraid to give his players a lot of crap when they mess up, sit them, whatever. We saw it with Michkov, like I said. But I think Rick Tocchet is the perfect blend of that for the modern game. He will hold you accountable, but I don't think he's going to go over the top like John Tortorella did. And that's kind of where I disagreed with some of the stuff that Torts did. But I think the other thing I've heard about Rick Tocchet is he's very, very liked by players old and young. And I think that's what's huge. Where Torts rubbed people the wrong way, I think they received that much better from Rick Tocchet, on top of the fact that he was a great player in his own right when he played. So when it comes to Zegras, I think the blend of Trevor Zegras, reuniting with his best friend, Jamie Drysdale, coming into a new situation where they're going to embrace his style of play with a new coach that is going to want to bring the best out of him. I really do think we're going to get the best form of Trevor Zegras. Now, I don't know if it'll happen right away because the Flyers are going to be moving a lot of different pieces coming soon, I think. And it's going to be a different forward group. It's going to take some adjustments. So while the results might not be right away, I think in due time, we are going to see the best of Trevor Zegras. And I could see this in a few years going down as one of those trades that you look at and you're like, wow, they got him for that. That's it. I really think that's what's going to happen. Trevor Zegras, his skill level is through the roof. And on top of that, it brings a lot of good relevance to the Flyers, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like everything you just said. And the one thing I'll say is, like you kind of alluded to, this would have never happened with Torts. I think Briere knows that he wasn't able to mold these players in that way. Like players that didn't want to be coachable, no patience, like there was none of that with him. So I think it's almost like a perfect scenario. And back to Dylan's comment, which had me cracking up, Danny B is almost like a Howie Jr. I mean, I think as Frosty just said, this is going to be a great trade to go down years in history because the Flyers really now, I mean, I said this in another chat. I don't know much about them, but what I do know is that the main goal is not only to get better, but to get younger. So that better is more sustainable, if you see what I'm saying. So I'm hyped up about it, but I want to know, Zeppy, how are you feeling about all of it and the new face of the Flyers? Well, the new look of the Flyers, I should say.
I think the biggest thing is that he is 24 and he has played 5 seasons in the NHL, which is kind of a crazy stat. I mean, obviously he didn't finish all the seasons because, like Frosty said, he's hurt. You're going to have to live with that with him as a Flyer. He's going to get hurt. He's going to miss games. I doubt he ever plays a full season with us. Like, he's going to have his NHL version of load management games, but, I mean, dude's a freak. When he's on the ice, he's phenomenal. And like I said, he's young. 5 seasons at the age of 24 is great. I mean, you're going to draft some guys who are 24, not so much in the NHL, but you get what I mean. So if you look at it like you just drafted a new player who's 24, but you know he's going to be good when he's on the ice. I mean, a lot of GMs would take that, right? There's no real guessing involved. So I'm very happy with the pick or with the trade. And like Frosty said, we basically gave up nothing. Like we gave up like a bag of hockey pucks. So as long as he gives us something, I'm very happy with it.
Oh, sorry. I was flipping off the camera at Ace Bailey. Sorry.
Who did he go to?
He went to the Utah Jazz.
Oh, they suck.
Yeah. Have
Well,
fun
moving
playing
on
jazz
now.
music in Utah, Ace Bailey.
Well, moving on now from the Flyers, and I appreciate Frosty for joining us for that. We're actually going to be keeping him on for the rest of the show. So if you guys can, please be sure to give Frosty a follow at Frosty from Philly. Right, Frosty? Is that
Yes,
it?
sir. Yes, sir.
Cool.
Instagram and TikTok. I appreciate it.
No worries, man. I wanted to make sure we got it right. But this one is a little bit of a fun topic, and we'll let our guests take it first. But Frosty, may I ask you, man, is it disrespectful for a fan at Citizens Bank Park to do a E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles? Is that disrespectful to do an Eagles chant at a Phillies game, would you say?
It's an evolving question, I'll say, because I think that I get this question as well when it comes to Flyers games, because I see it at Flyers games, I see it at Phillies games, but it's in this weird middle ground now where, yeah, I think for a long time, you would only hear people doing that when the team that you were watching, be it the Phillies or the Flyers, were kind of getting lit up or stinking. However, I don't know. It's hard to say. If I'm a player, would I rather get rained down with boos or chance of another team? I feel like I'd rather just them embrace the other team because we're all, at the end of the day, we're all Philly. But now I'm in a weird mode. It's a weird thing now where I don't know about you guys, but when I go to games and we're kicking butt, I'm still hearing Eagles chants.
Yep.
So for me, I don't really view it as disrespectful at this point, especially with the Eagles' success. I think of it more of as a uniting thing, a union. Because at the end of the day, I think that the Birds are still the biggest team in this city. So it varies, but I really don't think it's all that bad. The people that get all bent out of shape are about it. I don't really agree with. I really don't think it's all that bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think the reason why you're seeing people react the way they are is because they're mainly Phillies fans, right? Whereas the guys who and it's like one of the only chants for Philadelphia sports that people use. You know what I mean? Whereas people using it at any Philadelphia game, I think it's just like you said, uniting us as a group of fans. I don't think it's just disrespectful at all. You're just showing. I mean, if you're trying to be annoying, I get it. That's annoying as shit. But I don't think it's totally disrespectful. I mean, I think Tommy would disagree with me, but that's my opinion.
Disrespectful to the fucking sport of baseball.
Yeah. If the Eagles sucked and the Phillies were good and we were chanting Eagles chants at the Phillies games, that would be disrespectful. But the Eagles just won the Super Bowl. So obviously it's just like, hey, the Phillies have potential. Let's cheer, go Birds, because that is in conjunction with like winning the championship. And obviously we want the Phillies to win the World Series. So I think context is key. In years past, I mean, whatever. It's just one of those things where like baseball purists just want baseball to be baseball and they really don't want any other evolution of anything else in the game, like Tommy. And they're just wrong because they just hate life. So go Birds, go Phils.
Yeah, one last thing, and then we can change it up. But I think, yeah, like you said, Dalton, in the comments, I think it's a universal. Hey, you're a Philadelphia fan. Let's go Eagles. Like that's just the uniting call for these fan base. So that's all I gotta say.
And one thing too, before we move on from that, before we wrap up, this is just a good time for everybody's favorite part of the show, 302 Trivia with your host, Jack Doyle. Did you not have one? Shit, that's my fault.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Sorry.
Well, we will be back next week, so I'll say that. I know we've been like kind of in and out. Want to just give a quick congratulations to Ashley and Connor one last time. We were actually in Chicago this past weekend for their wedding, so if it seems like we've been a little bit in and out, that's why. We'll be back next week with trivia, but hey, another reminder to use TickPick to buy your tickets. But yeah, I think with these chants, it's almost like universal, like a high school chant is one thing I was kind of just saying. Like, I feel like when people make this chant, it's not a bad thing. Like, it's like, okay, you know what? Like Jack said, it's one of the only chants that we have. Like, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Is there really a song? Like, there's the Sixers song. There's people say the orange and the black for the Flyers. I'm trying to think if there's any other song for the Phillies or if there's anything. I mean, we had Dancing on My Own a couple years ago, but I won't even utter those words anymore because some people will want to decapitate me on this podcast. And I get it. I would want it too.
Schwarbaum. That's the only thing for Philly.
I would say Ring the Bell. I would say Ring the Bell.
But it's not like a song. It's not like
not a song, but
it's like a word.
I don't think you need a song though.
Bryson Stott's walk up, okay. Like if I hear that, like I automatically go to like Philly, like living in
Okay.
But
that's not like been like. Here's the thing about the Eagles chant and the Sixers song and the Flyers song. That's been years that it's stuck with the team,
really
and not a
funny
player.
in
It's
accent.
the franchise.
Yeah,
I mean, I kind of feel like that's the Phillies' fault. They've been here longer than anybody, franchise-wise. They've been here since 1883. They could have made a song by now. The Eagles came in right after them, so they were the second team to be created. So they had a chance to make a song. They had over 200 years to make a song, or less than 200 years. So, I mean, like they had time, but they just didn't do it. So, but I think, I mean, I'll actually ask Frost this because I've actually always been curious. I've noticed this when I've been to Flyers games too, and it was specifically when the Eagles were like in the NFC Championship. There would be times where like the Flyers would do tributes for the Eagles. And then I would hear like people would do Eagles chants, obviously, but then I would hear certain Flyers fans being like cursing out Eagles fans and be like, that's enough. That's enough. Like, can we just focus on the game? And I get that, but it was like, I mean, but what do you think about that though? I mean, these fans that like some of these Flyers fans who actually get pissed off when we do a tribute to the Eagles. I mean,
you're making me laugh because it reminds me of a story of it, like this exact thing. It's like you were behind me when this occurred.
Did we hear the story?
Oh, it's so good. It makes me laugh thinking about it. So, I don't remember what the game was or what the score of the Flyers games was. We probably lost. Happened a lot last year. But we're going down the escalator, and I'm like, there's two of them, so I'm right next to a guy, and sure as hell, people aren't happy, so they're going off with the Eagles chants. E-A-G. This guy right next to me the whole time is turning around screaming, stop it, we're watching a Flyers game, what are you people doing? No, so that's not even the funny part. He then decides that he's going to do the Eagles chant for the Flyers, so he starts yelling F-L-Y-E-R-S. Hope I spelled that right. And I'm just sitting there like, dude, that does not go at all, man. Like, that's why this doesn't exist. But he was sticking to his guns from the top of the escalator till he got out the door of the stadium to his car. This guy is just screaming the Flyers letters. And I'm just like, dude, like, look to your left. The link is right there. We're on the same team here. But I couldn't help but laugh and think that this guy is like, I don't know why he was so mad. However, the only thing I'll say is it's not just us Flyers fans. We got our fair share of other teams that do it too, but I don't know, every group has a bad apple, I guess. But I wanted to point out one thing was I did see a comment for the Philly song we were talking about. They play High Hopes after every win. I don't know how long they've been doing that, but I don't know if that qualifies.
Is that all baseball teams though, or is that only the Phillies?
That's only the Phillies. It's only the Phillies.
I would give that to them.
And it's Harry Callis singing the song when the Phillies won in 08. Yep. And it's actually Frank Sinatra saying the original song. But I think the Yankees, they obviously do their New York song, and then there's some other songs they do as well for the Yankees. But they do a Frank Sinatra song as
That's
well.
why I got scared because I knew High Hopes. But hey, if the Phillies have done it, and if the Yankees don't do it, I'll give it to the Phils. But maybe KJ,
they don't do High Hopes, but they do.
Maybe you should write a song for the Phillies and get in the studio, and that could be, you.
I mean, that's kind of funny you say that because there is an archive.
Here we go.
I gotta find it. But when the whole San Diego Padres thing happened,
I remember
this.
I knew this was coming.
I made a video, and it actually got deleted, removed from TikTok eventually. But it actually got reposted to some MLB. It got reposted to some MLB Instagram and stuff like that. So it's still up there. But there is a song that I made. I mean, don't get me wrong, it sucked. But I mean, like I've done a Phillies song before, so I could get a crack at it again. It sounds like Frosty's heard it before.
No, I don't know if I've heard your song before, but I was gonna warn you that the Padres fans made a song and then they were swiftly eliminated. So if I did see your video, I'm sorry to say I was probably mad at you back then, saying we got to get rid of this right now before we get our butt whooped.
Well, I did it.
This kid sucks.
I did it in retaliation to them. That's why I did it, and then we beat them. So that worked.
So what I'm hearing,
Bryce Harper hit
I'm hearing is
the hit of his life.
The Padres made a song. We then beat the Padres. What in that time frame? You made a song, correct?
I made a song before we beat them.
Okay. So we beat them. But do you know what happened next?
Well, yeah,
we lost in the World Series. So what I'm hearing is they made a song, they lost. We then made a song, we lost.
Well, I didn't make a song.
Maybe we should do no songs then.
I didn't make a song about the Astros though.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think we're off to a pretty good start, though. I was thinking about it the other day, and we're doing pretty good on time, so we could debate this too. I was thinking about it that the Eagles are off to obviously a very good start, but the Phillies could continue this trend if they go out and win the World Series of making 2022 a better year. Like 2022 was the year of lost championships. Maybe 2025 is the year of redemption. Like if the Phillies go out and win this championship, that's going to be the number one storyline. That's going to be the number one thing that people are talking about is Eagles. And if they end up playing the Astros for some crazy reason in the World Series again, and then beating the Astros, Eagles and Phillies beat former team that they like. The media is just going to eat that shit up. And I think it's going to be for the better. But I don't know. I really think that they have a good chance. But what do you guys think where the Phillies are at right now? I mean, do you guys think that they have a good chance to win the championship? We'll let our guests take it first.
I'm less optimistic than I was when we started the year. In full honesty, in my opinion, the bullpen just isn't strong. I wouldn't even say it's average. I think it's quite bad. And I just still think the bats have been really inconsistent, which is a worry for me, especially if Bryce is going to be hurt. I do think that they'll make the playoffs in flying colors. And honestly, but though, at the end of the day, like with baseball, it just comes down to who gets hot. I think that they have a talented team and they have the tools to win a World Series. If they get hot, yeah, they could totally do it. They're so inconsistent, it feels, that I'm worried. And if you're telling me that it's Game 7 of the World Series, the Phillies are up 2 or 3 runs and we put Jordan Romano on the mound of the 8th, I will be clenched, to say the least.
So my confidence has kind of been, wavering all season long. But after that Mets game where we see JT and Castellanos running in front of each other, that kind of gave me some kind of confidence because this typically has been the time of year where the Phillies get really hot. And Schwarber's still playing very well. Kepler's playing well. So what I've said before in the past is I want to win. I just want to live it series by series. I'm not worried about the playoffs right now. I'm worried about this upcoming series and then the next series. If we can win each series, I feel more and more confident. I think that the team has got it. They just need to dig deep and find it in what they, blood, sweat, and tears they do for this team. And yeah, it sucks that Harper's injured, but I feel like Harper, hasn't really been that great offensively this year. He's had a few home runs, but we can't rely on one player. We have to play as a team, and I think we're seeing that the tides change right now. So that's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think with the Phils, and I mean, I try and tell Dalt this a lot, Frosty. Oh, wait, can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's my fault. No, I was just waving to Jaden. That was my bad on the camera. You're good. Keep rolling.
So as I was saying, I try and tell Dalt this all the time. He always likes to jump the gun. And he always is like, all right, can this team win a championship? Can this team win a championship? But yeah, he tends to do that sometimes. I mean, it's just so early. It's tough to say with this team because as Frosty was just saying before, Yeah, I mean, like they haven't. This bullpen is questionable, and I mean, obviously, we're losing pitchers right now. Aaron Nola's hurt. Also, I mean, like the whole thing with. I mean, yes, we have Ranger back and everything like that, but yeah, I think just like right now, I mean, obviously, losing Alvarado was huge as well. So they still haven't got a closer to replace him. So definitely right now it's questionable, and I do kind of feel in the same kind of boat as Frosty. I mean, like this team is a playoff team until they can make some moves where they really do want to be that kind of World Series contender. I don't know if they can be. They have a chance to do that. They definitely do. They can make some moves. There are some great players available in this trade deadline that they can go after. It's just a matter of time, and it's honestly it's all up to Dombrowski. It's all up to him. So it's in his hands. So we'll see what happens with the Phils. But I mean, I'm not going to say championship yet because I mean, also you don't ever know too. I mean, as Frosty was saying as well, when you get hot, you get hot. And that's what happened in 2022. We were honestly like a game away from not even making the postseason that year. I remember freaking out about that. And we literally lost a game where like we just needed someone to lose for us to get in the postseason. We got in. And then we rode that wave. So if we can do that again, that would be awesome. But I think obviously this team is better than maybe that team that we had back then. So it's a little different. But I mean, the problem is though the talent's got to come together. And right now we need the offense to wake up. We need some more bullpen. We need some bullpen help. And I agree too with the whole Jordan Romano thing. I don't trust the guy still. I still don't trust that guy. The guy did blow some games, some leads for us in the beginning of the season. So I still don't have that much trust in that guy. Yes, he's kind of saved a couple games recently, but I still am like, I have my eyes peeled for him. I'm still watching him because like, I don't truly trust him yet.
Yeah. But that's pretty much all we got for you guys. I think that's a good stopping point. I wanted to keep it a little bit light tonight and just cover pretty much the Sixers draft, cover a little bit about the Phillies, a little bit about the Flyers trade, of course, and then do a little bit of the Eagles. I know it's still the offseason, so have some patience with us there. But we'll be entering vacation this week myself, so stay tuned for that. I'll be trying to pump out some more content. And I just want to advertise real quick. We just dropped a YouTube video. If you guys can, please, please, please go like and comment on it. If there's any way you want to thank me or just help us out or do anything for us, please go comment on that video. But it's our best fan moments for 2025. It is probably the funniest 13 minutes that we've ever put on our YouTube. It's a lot of good moments. So go check it out. That's pretty much all we got. KJ, did you have anything you wanted to say? I know you were saying something there at the end.
Yeah, nothing really. I mean, just I'm happy. I'm satisfied with what the Sixers did, and yeah, just pumped. And I mean, obviously, yes, the Eagles. I mean, there hasn't been nothing. There's been nothing going on with the Eagles right now. I mean, we're just defending champs. So, and the Phils, obviously, I mean, like they got to bounce back tonight. They definitely do. So we'll see what happens. And I was going to ask Frosty this actually because I will actually be there on Friday at the Flyers draft party at Hard Rock. So I'll be there. So I'll let you know. I mean, if you're there, let me know, bro. Just let me know.
Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be making it. I thought about going, but I couldn't really gather a group to go. But I will definitely be gotta let me know how it goes. So that's for sure.
I'll let you know. If I get some free stuff, I'll send it your way as well. So
I appreciate that.
Will do.
There you go. But that's all we got for you guys this week. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and go comment and like on that YouTube video if you can. But other than that, I will go ahead and kick it to Jack, who it's a rare occasion that he's with Josh and he gets to do it like this.
Yeah, because Josh is asleep by this time. Surprised he's still up.
And he's on his date usually, right?
Yeah, his date usually every Wednesday.
It's not really important.
But it passed away. Anyway.
I'm defending the country, defending other countries, apparently.
Without further ado, Josh.
Nice haircut, dickhead.
Hey, Josh. An outro, not an intro. Hit that motherfucking outro.